Luis Scott-Vargas, our hero for the weekend, alongside Reed Duke. Ready to rock and roll up against Meghan Bratkowki. Up at the top of the screen here, as you can see Reed Duke in the background there next to Meghan. Kicking things off. Thundering Falls, not a Thundering Falls, but that's what I'm used to in Standard right now.
Man,
Swiftwater Cliffs.
Luis's hand must be a little bit weird. He didn't lead with a dual land.
Oh, wow.
So curious
Yeah.
if he can even cast any of his spells here.
We'll find out. Players just establishing their mana bases. 2 lands apiece. Turn passes back here to Luis. We saw a bit of a yawn from Mr. LSV.
Yeah.
Think he's tired?
Yeah, maybe. Well, he's got twins,
He sure
right?
does.
He's caring for some babies, so it's going to be tough. And all right, so Meghan kicking things off here with a 2/3 flying vigilance creature here.
Yeah.
Luis does have a lot of removal spells, but a lot of them are red, and so probably just doesn't actually have a good way to kill this right now.
Yeah. Monastery Messenger, gonna get in for some damage. Doesn't get to do its enters effect, but you know what? If you can start getting damage in, you'll be happy with that.
All right, resolving our first Omen here.
Ha ha ha.
And yeah, that gets shuffled back in, and you're going to see it. So that is the one thing with the Omens here is every time you resolve an Omen, you have to shuffle the dragon back into your deck. And so there will be a little bit more shuffling here than you will typically see in most limited environments.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a few new keywords, that sort of thing. So players will take a little while to get used to this. Like we said,
Absolutely.
the set is not even a week old. It released officially only yesterday, so.
Yeah. 5
Ooh,
mana.
What we got?
The
Hey! Turtle time. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's one way to play catch-up. Ambling Stormshell hits the board. The 5/9, that's going to draw some cards next turn for Luis.
Yeah, Meghan needs a detainment here, but needs to play land number 5 as well because the Stormshell does have Ward 2, but Luis is just going, please, whatever you do, just don't kill this. Let me just get my trigger, just at least one,
Yeah.
and then I'll be good.
What do you mean just one? Just 3 cards, please. Just
One trigger and 3 cards.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a good little critter.
Yeah, it's so big.
It is big.
9 toughness? I mean, what?
Mardu decks have no chance against that guy.
Right.
Unless they have Death Touch.
Right.
That helps. Alrighty. Does Meghan have an answer for this massive threat on Luis's board?
Yeah. Presumably, Luis just still has to take this 2 here. And curious what his life total is. Has he been gaining life?
No, he hasn't
He's been taking damage, no?
Yeah, he's taking damage. He's gained 1 life, so we just need to get our life totals updated.
Got it.
We'll get to that.
All right. The first trigger here from the Stormshell.
3 cards and 3 sleepy counters, so I bet this Stormshell is better at taking naps than Twins would be.
Oh,
think so?
absolutely.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
Ooh, Boulderborn Dragon.
Boulderborn Dragon. And this is the type of card where if you look at Boulderborn Dragon just at face value, it's a little underwhelming, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at a 5 mana, 3/3 flying vigilance creature, but there's just so many dragon synergies that exist in this format with all the Exhale cards and the Dragonstorm cycle at Uncommon, where even a card like Boulderborn Dragon can find a way into your deck.
Yeah. And if you're lucky enough to get the Dragonstorm Forecast along with some of the globes, then yeah, you're very happy.
That's the dream. I thought you had to sacrifice that thing to
No,
search. Usually
he
those
just gets going.
But the thing is, usually those effects is sack this to search for a thing. So I was just like, I guess this card's okay, but I remember Luis and Andrew Beckstrom at the house were like, this card's pretty good. And I was like, what do you mean? You just get one thing. And they're like, no, you can keep doing it.
Yeah.
The more globes and Boulderborn Dragons you have, the better.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a 2 for 2? So the dragon was taken care of. Molten Exhale dealt with that quite swiftly. And now we've got Quarry Mountain Stalwart. I love this card.
Now, Meghan probably wanted to sequence that a little bit differently. You
Yeah.
probably want to lead with the Flurry creature, the Quarry Mountain Stalwart, into the Molten Exhale to get that drain for 2.
I have seen a couple people on Arena as well playing the Flurry creature after. So if you are playing, always Flurry first because it doesn't see itself as the second spell.
Exactly. You will not get the trigger.
Yeah.
I mean, Luis has to have a million options at this point. Missing red mana still, so maybe his hand is just full of, various Molten Exhales and such. Oh, never mind. All right.
Quarry Mountain Monastery. Hey, there we go. Charring Bite to take care of the Stalwart, so that won't be dealing damage and gaining Meghan some life.
Yeah, shuffle it back in too. Always nice to draw that one.
Yeah.
If I could just choose to draw that creature every single turn, I mean, my opponents would probably call shenanigans.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like
it has happened.
Luis does have 2 copies of it in his deck.
Oh
so,
yeah, easy peasy. Karu Goldkeeper hits the board now. I got the Scavenger Regent, the one that does the Toxic Deluge effect.
The Wrath effect, yeah.
Back to back against my opponent who managed to rebuild after the first one,
man.
and they were mad about it.
I can imagine. That's going to happen a lot, folks.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
All right. I've got a Dragonstorm down here.
Yeah, that's encroaching Dragonstorm into Frontier Siege.
Nice.
So now you get to pick a mode. Chose the Teamer, it seems.
Sweet.
Excuse me.
That's the red one.
Oh, that's sorry, the red Dragonstorm. The dream, by the way, off of Breaching Dragonstorm, the dream is hitting a dragon with it.
Yes.
It is so
it's gross.
disgusting. You play the Dragonstorm, hit a dragon, bounce the Dragonstorm immediately, and play it again next turn.
Hey, he came back. Twin Maw back on the board here. Just as a creature. I say just. 5/4 with 5 life attached to it.
That card is just so, like, I would play both halves of that creature.
Yeah.
And they just put both of them onto the same thing. So that's just, yeah, that card is really, really pushed, really strong. Constructed playable too, probably.
Probably.
It's just roast, strictly better roast.
With a big old body there.
Tersa Lightbringer.
Oh, she doesn't need haste, but she sure gets an extra power buff there.
Yeah.
No attack, because
you can discard, you can rummage twice, but it doesn't look like Meghan went for the rummage here. Once you get 7 cards, that thing can get out of hand.
I actually want to build a commander deck on this card.
Ooh.
Ooh, Osis Exhale, get out of there.
All right.
Goodbye, Stormbrood.
Is the turtle back online?
It should be.
I think so.
Heroes in a half shell, huh?
Yeah, next turn, Luis is going to be able to fill up once again here and be up 6 cards on Meghan, and that's just too hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Meghan needs to get that Dragonstorm going to kind of keep up with all the cards that Luis has in terms of the edge here.
Yeah. We attacking here with this critter. How many things are in the bin?
I don't think there's enough.
Yet, right?
7 is pretty tough unless you have some ways to mill yourself.
Yeah.
It's pretty difficult to pull off.
You know, or lots of cheap spells, that sort of thing. And then you have to hope you hit right with the random.
Yeah. but the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a 3-mana, 3/3 haste that lets you rummage twice. That's just a strong Magic card.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Okay. Jeskai Brushmaster. That's the 2/4 double striker, I believe.
2/4 double strike
Prowess.
with prowess, correct, yes.
Well, that's a nice one.
Yeah, but you know what? Turtle's still too big.
Sure is. That's why I'm thinking, like, just start turning sideways, you know?
That does have haste. Oh! Sphinx's Revelation. I mean, Bewildering Blizzard.
That's not doing any damage now.
No damage. Prevent 4 damage and draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
Is Luis going to have to discard next turn if he attacks with that turtle?
He might,
yeah.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy doing that.
It's a good problem to have.
Yes. Too many cards. Oh, what am I going to do with all these?
Still had all these cards. I like the shrug. I guess I'll attack.
Okay. So the 4/3 jumps in the way of the 5/9.
Okay, Meghan protecting her life total here. And Luis with 9, 8, 7.
2 hands. 2 hands worth of cards.
Double
Maybe
hands.
All right, what's the follow-up now?
Those are the cards that he does need to draw every game.
Yes.
Those card advantage effects.
Yeah. Because, if you're not winning through, like, just pure power and removal, it's going to be card advantage.
Okay, there it is.
Hi, Cotis.
Cotis into Rhino.
Skirmish Rhino, nice. Drain for 2.
All right, so building up a really great board. Cotis excellent at blocking the...
Jeskai Brushmaster.
Well, no, wait. What mode was on the...
It's Teamer, so it's a 3/4 double strike.
Okay.
So
does it get trample?
Yeah,
I believe
so.
So then it's not as good of a blocker.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Combat trick in coordination with a block would be sweet. I guess Kotus could jump in the way because he's indestructible. So there's a good blocker for it.
You can block, but then the trample would get over. But Luis is at 24 here,
yeah,
so
he's fine.
No real danger.
Yeah. Meghan not interested in attacking, so Brushmaster just chilling out.
Yeah, it does block pretty well here, but Luis has to have some kind of answer for this.
Oh, yeah. With that many cards, you got to think so.
Absolutely.
So, Kintree Severance, Exiles. Is that the one that does damage? No, that's Inevitable Defeat.
Yeah.
That one is just bye-bye, get out of here.
Yep. Anything that costs 3 or more, you get to exile.
Twin Bolts.
2 Twin Bolts.
2 Twin Bolts.
Okay, a pair of Twin Bolts.
Jeez.
Okay. All right. Hit for 2. Will he hit a 2-drop?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. Exile 2 cards.
Okay.
No.
Well, you hit a counterspell, a Dispelling Exhale, but that doesn't really work.
But it's a counterspell out of her hand.
That's true. And Dispelling Exile, by the way, one of Blue's best commons.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you know, typically those effects are okay, but with so many just random dragons that you end up in your deck a lot of the time, oftentimes this just is a hard counter.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, being a format where you want to be playing on curve and just jamming the entire time, Dispelling Exile is going to find something to do.
Okay.
All right.
Don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah, it's a 3-1 with first strike. Get it in there. So doing a decent job chipping away at Luis's life total, but he has gained a bunch of it.
Look at this. Even getting value from his lands here. That's actually a really nice land.
This is a sweet card. Quarry Mountain Monastery is awesome for late game.
Yeah, now you get to play the Saga Wildling. There's a Dragonstorm Globe in play too, so it's going to enter as a 4/4.
Nice.
That gains him life. Oh, there's the combo!
Let's go!
All right.
Get him. So it's at 4 power now, so we get to the 4/4 drop?
We get to mill or exile the top 4 cards of Meghan's library, and then he can play anything that costs 4 or less. All of them.
Sick.
If you reveal 4/4 drops, you can play all of them.
Holy moly.
Oh, that's 2?
That's 3.
He hit 3 cards.
Yo.
Is it just 1?
I think it's just 1.
Oh, my. Okay, you know, wait.
Wait, is
it? No, it's 3.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's kind of a mini. It's an old card, but it's I believe it's a mini Villainous Wealth.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, look at this. And this is also, by the way, one of Jeskai's best rares.
Wow.
Rediscover the Way here as well. So Luis, just no shortage of cards here. Just doing everything that he could ever want with this deck, and it's just over.
I agree.
Yeah.
Megan's like, yep, okay, cool. I've seen enough. That is, well, you know what? If you don't open the best pool, just play your opponent's deck.
Yeah.
That's a good game plan as well.
To be fair, I think Luis would have been able to probably win with his deck from that point.
Yeah.
If your opponent attacks with the turtle twice, that's just
it's too much.
Good luck.
All right, friends, if you would like to join us at a future event, you weren't able to join us at this one, our upcoming events are as follows. We've got SCG Con in Minneapolis, May 2nd to 4th. Come and join us for the regional championship there. Star City Games convention, artists, you got events, you got Commander stuff going on. Anything your heart desires, you'll likely find it here. After that, we have SCG Con Hartford on the 16th to the 18th, another regional championship. And then the one after that, I do believe, is Indianapolis, May 30 to June 1st. That is another Spotlight series, and that is Spotlight Secret Lair. That is very sweet indeed. And we are sideboarded. We're going to jump back in here, or we're going to be sideboarding. Let's talk about that now. Is there anything from Meghan's side that absolutely needed answering that Luis can't deal with in his main deck?
We did see some really strong enchantments on Meghan's side. So for Luis, if he did have some kind of disenchant effect in the sideboard, some way to kill enchantments, I think that would be something that he could maybe consider bringing in. But outside of that, I didn't see anything that was too alarming. Maybe he wants, especially on the draw, an additional answer to the Tursa Lightbringer, just because maybe that's the way he can lose, right? Where Meghan gets a quick start, plays a quick Tursa, and Luis doesn't have. I believe he's got a Caustic Exhale in the sideboard, so maybe that's something that you want to bring in, particularly on the draw.
Let's have a look. We can take a quick squiz at Luis's card pool. And Luis's deck. This is what he has available to him as the players go through their sideboards. And then just, again, for anyone who hasn't played Sealed, you can play absolutely anything from your sideboard. So don't be alarmed when you see all the options.
Yeah, I think the one card Luis probably will bring in almost every single matchup is that Stormplane Detainment.
Oh, yeah.
You see in the top right corner. I actually spoke with him before all of this started, and he was saying how he thought maybe he should probably just bring that in. He was afraid that it was just going to get killed. But there's not a ton of ways to kill Enchantment's main deck.
It's like
so it's probably, if anything, a better game one card, and maybe you board it out if you don't need it. But it does allow you to answer Planeswalkers, and a lot of people are just going to have a Planeswalker or a Siege or a Busted Dragon in play, and having a clean, unconditional removal spell for that is going to be pretty nice to have. So I think that one he's definitely going to bring in, and then he could also potentially consider bringing in that Caustic Exhale if he feels like the Lightbringer is going to be a problem. But outside of that, I think his main deck configuration is already playing all of his best cards.
Yeah.
So I just can't imagine him really looking to make too many swaps outside of, maybe a Boulderboard Dragon or something. Yeah.
Players are ready to rock and roll. Let's jump in now to game number 2. Meghan will be on the play, kicking things off with a Windscarred Crag.
All right, leading with a duel here this time for both players. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Jeskai Monument.
Got a monument sighting here. These monuments have been
They're
incredible.
cool.
First when I looked at these cards, I was thinking, well, if the format's fast, this card might not be great because you're taking a turn off to get a land. But guess what? The format is not fast. Yes, there is a Mardu deck that exists, but most other color combinations aren't particularly fast. The fact that this gives you mana fixing and you can cash this in for value later, it's done a ton of work. The Jeskai and Mardu ones in particular are really, really strong. This one makes you a pair of flyers.
What about the Teamer? You get a 5/5.
They're all good. I mean, come on.
Not all of them.
Which one's bad?
The Mardu one's kind of iffy.
No, the Mardu one's actually one of the best ones, actually.
2/1/1s that go away?
No, 3. No. They give you 3/1/1 menace haste creatures.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yes.
Oh, and they stay.
And they stay.
Right, they don't get sacrificed. Never mind.
They're not warrior tokens, so especially if you're Mardu and you're beating down, that's what you want.
All right. For some reason, I thought they disappeared at the end.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is kind of what Mardu does.
It does, yeah. Which, again, people are forgetting.
Yeah. I don't think LSV will, though.
No, you won't forget. Get that off the board.
And Luis did counter that siege there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
just cycling the dragon here. You don't need a creature to target there. You can just fire that off if you want to just draw a card.
I do like that about those.
Yeah.
No target necessary. Just draw a card. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What do we find?
And Luis's deck doesn't really do anything. It's basically a 5-color control deck.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of removal. He's got counter spells, and he's got card draw. So you're going to see this a lot from him. Just 3 lands go, 4 lands go. Let's see what you got.
Yep. Until he flips the switch, turns the corner, and takes over the game.
Yeah. Well, we're in turtle territory now.
Oh, yeah.
Land number 5, turtle. Oh, missed the land drop. Okay.
Boo. That's all right.
Meghan should probably just sacrifice that monument if she's going to not do anything else. You can just cash that in. It has to be at sorcery speed, but you just fire that off, I think.
Monastery Messenger.
Oh, it looks like maybe a counterspell here. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Dispelling Exhale. Very good card. I think you still had the mana to exhale plus make 2 1/1s.
Maybe this turn.
No, this is big, whatever this is.
Oh.
That's a Jeskai Revelation. Oh. Oh, do you wait, though? I think you kind of want a creature to kill, right? But you can just pick up, you can pick up Luis's land. You can target lands, by the way.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's
my goodness. This is the best rare in the entire set, or one of the best rares. We're looking at Jeskai Revelation, Ugin, cards of that nature. That is literally the card everybody wants to open.
That
and Ugin.
is gross. 4 damage to face. Yeah, you get 2 monks out of it with prowess. Draw 2 cards, gain 4 life. Yeah, I mean.
It does everything. It does everything.
She's showing a lot more patience than I would be. I would just be like, yeah, jam it. I don't care.
Yeah, cast it while Luis is tapped out, right? Like.
Yeah, well, it has return target spells, so maybe she's waiting for something.
Luis is discarding the hand size, it looks like.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there goes the Skirmish Rhino.
Wow.
No black mana yet.
Okay. Okay, Narset. Narset is a nice one, especially after. Of course, you're not going to want to discard your hand yet.
Yeah.
You're okay. Molten Exhale being cast at instant speed. Now remember, this has the Behold mechanic where you can basically reveal a dragon or point to a dragon that you have on the battlefield for a bonus effect.
Yeah.
For the Molten Exhale, it's you get to cast it at instant speed. For Dispelling Exhale, you have to pay 2 more mana. They're all fantastic. And it's why you play cards like the Boulderborn Dragon in your deck. You just need creature-type dragon just to make it so that all your other spells are stronger.
It's a dragon set. If you're not playing dragons, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, what are you doing with your life?
Meghan's certainly not having any problems in the land department. What, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana? Jeez.
Ooh, Rediscover the Way in hand, too. And Meghan's got some really powerful rares. Narset, Rediscover the Way, Lightbringer,
like
Jeskai Revelation.
Yeah. It's like a Jeskai Dream here.
Yeah.
That was a sick pull she opened.
Yeah, Rediscover the Way, by the way, so strong.
Yeah.
You cast it, you look at the top 3 cards, put one into your hand, then you do it again. It's insane. It's just, you think Stock Up was good. This card lets you get the best 2 cards in the top 6 cards of your library. And every now and then that Chapter 3 also comes into effect if you do randomly have some creatures in play.
Yeah. Now, 10 mana available, if my counting was correct. That is enough mana then to do Jeskai Revelation if we got our colors. Yeah,
the thing is, you don't need to be in a rush to fire that off. Okay, yeah, there's the Tersa.
There's Dispelling Exhale.
Revealing the dragon.
So has to pay 4. Yeah.
Oh, she does have 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
nice.
Luis.
That's fair. I mean, she's not doing anything else with her turn then.
No, yeah, but I don't know. I think Luis thought that got countered.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. That would be my guess. I don't think at this point you just try to tap them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really tough game here for Luis. He's missing land drops. What is it? Meghan has double Luis's lands.
Yeah.
And has played 2 bomb rares.
Yep.
And then also has the bombiest of bomb rares in her hand. Yeah.
Oh, boy. So Tersa dealt with Charring Bite. Takes care of that orc. Dragon gets shuffled back in.
Yeah. Draw a card, Chapter 2. And now Meghan's the one who's up a million cards here.
Oh, yeah. An envious position indeed. Yeah. Let's see. It's another dragon.
You see a Dragon Storm.
Oh, that's the storm. So, yeah,
that's a Constrictor Sage and a Dragon Storm.
Yeah.
What did she take? The Dragon Storm, probably?
I think so. I mean, it's free stuff.
That's the value card.
Who doesn't like free stuff?
Yeah. Also, at some point, I imagine, given how much mana she has in play, probably wants to fire off that monument and just get some little tokens just to start pecking away at Luis's life total.
Building the board. Because what, the 3rd chapter gives you what, double strike and...
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you can target a thing and give it double strike.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like we just played that and still not making the tokens. But, hey, now that's a potentially threatening 8 damage that can come in next turn if Meghan plays a creature or spell.
Yeah, Coaches hits the board here now for Luis.
That doesn't do a whole lot here.
Durgar Island Dargan. He's going to be hanging out now, getting ready to get feisty.
Go to Chapter 3 here now for the Rediscover the Way.
Yeah. Just make sure we don't miss that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
And this is looking tough here for Luis. Yeah, the saga does go away once you get to the final chapter.
Story's closed. Book's done.
That's right.
That's when the toddlers ask for another one.
Well, maybe we'll get to the rematch then.
All right, where are we going, Meghan? Breaching Dragonstorm.
Dragonstorm. Okay, what do we got?
Thanks.
Oh, you can pick up the Dragonstorm.
You can.
Yeah?
Oh, no.
They get exiled. Yeah, and you can pick up the Dragonstorm for extra value.
Is it Spirited Kieran or something?
Imagine if she picked up the Rediscover the Way.
Oh, my.
I have done that before, and that is just all of the cards.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, but it does just make a lot of sense here to just pick up the Dragonstorm here.
Sunpearl Kieran.
Also, yeah. So Luis took 8 damage there. Wait, did she pick up nothing?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Yeah, target non-land. Yeah, she could have picked up
She could have picked up the Dragonstorm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Here
Luis.
comes Kotis.
But I don't know that it matters because Meghan is just so far ahead in this game. Remember, she still has the Revelation, but yeah, definitely should have picked up the Dragonstorm. Probably should have made tokens off the Monument.
All right, Kintry Severance taking care of the dragon.
Oh, this is an opportunity. You could bounce the spell.
Bounce it, bounce it.
You could bounce the spell, deal 4 damage, draw a bunch of cards, but just let it get killed. That's fine too. The thing is, Luis hasn't actually played a creature that Meghan can kill with the Revelation.
True. Yeah, but at some point, though, like, turn attention to face. Luis is at 13.
That's true. Absolutely. And remember, you get 2 prowess tokens, too.
Yeah. And then anything else, non-creature that she plays thereon is just extra damage coming through.
Okay.
Hey, nice. Veteran Ice Climber. You know that card that Sage you talked about, the 3-mana green one that puts counters on and then doubles them?
Yeah.
I've done that so many times to Ice Climber and mill out my opponent. It's so fun.
That is the whole purpose of the Ice Climber. The idea is you attack, you mill yourself until you hit some renew creatures, and then you put some counters on there, and then you just either mill yourself for more counters or just deck your opponent.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm not a filthy miller, I promise. All right, Twinmost Stormbrood number 2, the fancy one.
We are casting the big side, and now this is perfect for Meghan. Meghan's like, okay, I kill it. I got Revelation time. Yeah. Oh, it's Revelation time. Oh, no.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Boom.
Yep, yep.
Does it resolve, Luis? Do you have another counter?
Bounce the Kotis, kill the dragon, make two tokens, gain 4 life, just all of the things.
Ah, it's so satisfying. It's like when you cast a what's that 6-mana?
Cruel Ultimatum.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
all the things.
Yeah, and just I'm so glad that this card exists.
It's so fun.
It's just such a fun card to resolve.
Molten Exhale, taking care of the Sunpearl Kirin.
Yeah, but now Meghan just needs to rattle off a handful of spells. Also, just super ahead.
Oh, yeah.
On all aspects here.
Go creatures, go creatures, go. Go creatures, go creatures, go.
Now, if Meghan can find a dragon to pick up the Dragonstorm for more value.
Yeah. Crack that monument, get some more prowess friends.
Yeah, I mean, Meghan is so super ahead, and she still has a handful of cards.
Yeah.
2 to the face. Boom, boom. Oh, prowess.
Trigger. Attack.
Then that's attack for 5?
Yeah, down to 9 he'll go. Mill. Who are you milling? Self-mill.
You can also choose nothing. Like if you don't want, if you don't have anything in your graveyard because Megan's drawn a bunch of cards already, and if you don't want Luis to find, you know, a Mammoth Bellow or something and have him mill that, you often just don't target your opponents with that card.
Yeah.
All right, another little creature here. And are we sacking? Okay. Oh!
Oh, boy.
Is that a second Revelation? Are we getting Revelation back? You have to. There is no choice. Wait.
Not?
Not?
Put up to 1 target non-creature.
Well, oh, my gosh. Oh, my heart.
It has more text.
I can't handle this.
It has more text.
Okay.
Teaming Dragonstorm hits the board. We're going to get 2/2/2. So
I mean, I think Meghan is still fine, but, man, to be able to cast 2 Revelations in one game would just be
backbreaking.
The dream.
She's not letting us have our fun, Paul.
It's okay, she's still looking really good here.
Yeah.
Luis is at 9. We have a flyer, an unblockable creature, a way to pump the team as well.
Yes, yeah.
And sitting at 25. All right, Twin Bolt again for some prowess triggers. You can also pump the whole team.
Go, Bearer of Glory, go.
Yeah, we have more than enough mana, so now those prowess creatures can be 3/3s as well.
She can do twice.
She cast Twin Bolt. She cast Twin Bolt.
Did she cast Twin Bolt? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, she's got 10 mana available. So.
Oh, she's casting something else here. 5 mana. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you can pick up the Dragonstorm now.
Yeah.
Or not.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it
up.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. It doesn't really matter.
Excel. Prowess. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Flat B, ouchie.
Just attack with everything.
Ginormous.
Yep,
All right, game 2. Good grief.
Wow.
So many triggers to keep track of in this format, friends.
This is an extremely
It's
complex
very complicated.
format. This is. I remember even when I played my first few games, I just sat there and going, man, I don't know what to do. Usually it's pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but here you have renew, you have harmonize
Yep.
as things to account for. You have flurry. You have your sequencing. Which land you play turn one can also impact whether or not you win or lose. So it is a very, very tough, complicated format.
Yeah.
Now Luis seeing what Meghan has.
Yeah.
Not actually the quickest deck. So I think Luis is going to probably look for anything slower
Yeah.
out of the sideboard. I believe he had one card draw spell in his sideboard that he could consider playing.
It's got Unending Whisper ×2. So like it's card draw. You know, you can play it and then harmonize it back.
Yeah, but I think he was looking at Cruel Truths as the card draw.
Yes, right.
And in this matchup, he probably will look to bring that in.
Yeah.
The problem here is Meghan's got Revelation. It's one of the best cards in the entire format. So if anything, Luis might have to save the counter spells in his hand and not just fire it off.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, it's really tempting to just fire it off on whatever you see.
Yeah.
Oh, you play a 3-drop, counter it.
Yeah.
But now you have to play the long game and maybe look if you go, okay, well, I could probably block this or use a removal spell. I need to save my counter for the Revelation, and he probably has to play the game that way.
I remember an interview, I'm not sure who did it, so apologies to whomever conducted it, with Reed Duke asking, you know, when it's correct to use removal in a limited environment.
Right.
You know, and I believe his answer was, you know, basically, if you can kill it, go for it. Don't just sit there sandbagging removal for
Yeah.
the entire game. But in this situation, you know what you're looking for.
It's always dependent on the context of the format.
Yes.
So you have formats that are fast. If the format is fast, you just kill kill anything on site.
Yeah.
If the format's a little bit slower and more bomb heavy,
Yeah.
then you do have to be a little more careful. Let's say you have a Dragon's Prey. Maybe you shouldn't use it on their 2-drop. Maybe you should hold it for whatever, a dragon or whatever else they might play. So yeah, it largely depends. But especially for little creature removal,
Yeah.
and if you don't have anything else to do that turn, absolutely spend your mana.
Yeah. Being mana efficient, always a good thing to do. Looks like Meghan is going to take a mulligan here. I think Luis is happy with his.
Needs to get that turtle, his own Revelation.
Yeah.
It's really hard to Jeskai Revelation a turtle. Needs 9 mana.
Well, you could do it on the stack, right? Because it's spelled.
Yeah, yeah.
Sublime Epiphany, that's the one I was thinking of.
Sublime Epiphany
It just hit me.
is
That's the 6 mana.
yes, I know what it does
Yeah.
because I played it a bunch in various cubes, and it is absolutely ridiculous when it resolves.
And if you get all the modes, it's like achievement unlocked.
Yeah. I think I still like Revelation more,
Oh, yeah.
but
It deals
Epiphany is
damage.
it does everything.
Yes.
It just does everything.
It's so cool. Stick it in a free spells deck and just be like, wee.
Ooh, is that a turn 1
mole?
tri-land, I think? Oh, no, it's just Evolving
Evolving
Wilds.
Wilds.
All right.
It's very pretty Evolving Wilds.
Yeah.
I like it.
Louis trying to save time here. There's a lot of shuffling that already happened, so just fetching the land already. It's game 3. You're not really hiding anything.
Yeah.
And just got to be mindful of the clock.
Yeah. 16 minutes to go. They'll be fine.
You say that now. 2 revelations later.
Hey, you never know. We might get it this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, unblockable creature here. Luis does have plenty of red removal spells to kill this, but choosing not to. Or maybe just doesn't have the removal spell, rather. Will she mill somebody? Nobody? Oh.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good land to get.
Yep,
in.
the value land.
I think that might be one of my favorite ones. I know Mistrise Village is like all the rage, but Quarry Mountain Monastery just giving you more cards late.
Yeah. No, this is definitely I think this is the strongest of those type of effects.
Yeah.
Usually don't take them too highly.
Yeah.
You're so busy taking all the other lands anyways, but this one does give you a lot of value, and specifically in sealed, it's very good as things slow down.
Yeah. Comes Glacial.
It's one of my favorite removal spells in the
Oh,
format. This card is just pure value.
Oh, wow. Did you just chuck a Molten Exile?
Didn't need it.
Yeah.
Didn't need it.
Well, There goes the unblockable creature, so no dream of putting many, many counters on that one this time around.
Meghan has a bunch of Jeskai cards in her deck, but still needs to find an island or a mountain or what have you. Oh, this is getting countered before the discard. All right.
Spectral denial.
So clean answers to slow Meghan down.
Nice.
No turtle here from Luis, but Meghan did miss a land drop here. Oh,
There
she's
you
making
go.
room. You saw that?
Yeah.
You part the lands,
Yeah.
boom. So now I think Meghan can basically cast most of the cards in her deck. Rediscover the Way would be huge.
Narset.
Narset is okay on this board. This is probably too early to actually start discarding your hand.
Narset dead.
Narset also dead.
She got Kintry severed.
5 mana. 5 mana Kintry.
Hey,
oh, there's
there
her
we
turtle.
go.
That's got to have been off the top, right? Like he would have just slammed it last turn.
Maybe. Yeah, he would have. Because there's no real danger from Meghan's side, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Big turtle. How does Meghan deal with this now? 3 cards incoming
It's
for
so
Luis.
hard.
Jeez.
Oh, no, it's just a dragon.
She's
All
just
right.
going to race. Okay, I like it.
And Luis has got to be super happy with that. Boom, 3 cards.
Pow, pow, pow. Down to 16 goes Meghan.
And remember, Luis does have a Glacial Dragon Hunt in the yard, too. If he just plays land number 6, he can just full price that. And just for 6 mana, just cast it and then get the dragon off the battlefield here if he wants.
Yeah. Three mana.
Globe,
Hey, globe.
okay.
Cool.
No more mana problems.
No, none at all.
Oh,
Well,
that's why he
so.
discarded the first one.
Still had all these.
That's right.
Don't need all of them.
I bet if anything, Luis would just prefer Meghan stop playing lands. just play
Don't-
whatever.
don't get to 7,
Play anything,
please.
just don't get to 7 lands, please.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of ultimatums earlier, they are in this set. They are special guests.
They are now. I don't know which one
They
of them
are
are.
tough.
Yeah, they're tough to cast. I don't know how many of them are actually good, because the best one is just not available. The cruelest of ultimatums.
Ah, yes. All right. Here comes our siege, Frostclose Siege, I believe. Teamer being chosen once again.
So
So
things have haste.
hasty friends.
Okay, hasty prowess creatures, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you get the discount there because it costs 2 mana. It's like a flurry discount. So now you can attack for 4 here. So that's a good chunk of damage.
Nice. Rally the Monastery.
All right.
Go rally, go rally, go.
And it kind of feels bad using spot removal spells on these monk tokens.
Yeah, because they're just 1/1s,
Right.
but they become very problematic.
Yeah, they're 2/1 prowess creatures now.
2/1, yeah, sure.
Oh, he passed. This feels like a bewildering blizzard.
I wonder what it could be in OSV's
all right,
hand.
your turn. Go.
Never lucky.
I mean, even if he casts a bewildering blizzard, he's going to need to find the answers to these creatures because good chance here. Meghan plays another creature. Oh, no, she does not. Just attacks for 4. Yep.
Yep, there's the blizzard.
There is the blizzard.
Anything in response here? Nope. So 3 cards.
So many cards.
No damage dealt.
Oh, and she passed. Okay.
Oof. Maybe flooding out a little bit.
Or just Jeskai Revelation waiting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Luis. You've drawn 6 cards in 3 turns.
He's
cards.
definitely got action here.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
1.
what? Yeah, which one of these amazing options do I go for?
How would you like to win this? Potentially. Just look at him rifling through those cards.
But you know it's all spells too because he actually didn't hit a land after he attacked with the turtle.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And now cast the blizzard, so probably has a land now.
Teaming
Okay.
Dragonstorm.
That is a pretty good way to deal with these prowess tokens, I will say.
Just get a couple 2/2s in the way. There's a land. All right.
All right.
Bivouac and 2 mana up for a something.
Yeah, already used his Dispelling Exhale.
And the Spectral Denial.
Did he use both?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not sure if he used the Exhale, but I know he used the Denial.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, at this point with Luis with so many cards in hand, if he's got a counterspell in his hand, he's just going to keep that thing open, right? Now, Meghan played a tap land, has access to 7 mana next turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana for Luis.
It's just continuing running out big creatures here. Maybe can find a dragon to play. Even a Boulderborn dragon would be pretty solid here. 4/4 flying vigilance creature, and you get to pick up the Dragon Storm.
Yeah. Keep flooding the battlefield. Go wide.
And next turn, it's turtle time again. Yeah, it's funny because when you put the 3 stun counters on it, you just assume you're only attacking with it once. But when you attack with it twice, it really just feels like you're just getting away with something. Oh, he did bring this in.
Hey, nice. Stormplane Detainment.
And probably killing the enchantment. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that out of there. Get rid of the haste. Get rid of the trample.
Okay. Messenger. Are we getting back the Blizzard here? That's a good value.
Yeah.
That's a good value card to get. Maybe a counter spell. Nope.
Blizzard.
Got the Blizzard.
Nice.
It's on top, sure. Ooh, and attacking with both. Oh, she's casting something. Okay, the exhale. All right. And taking
Take
2.
Cool.
Sure.
Turn passes back now to Meghan. Man, what a first opponent to get in this event, huh?
Yeah, you come down here. You've been testing. You feel ready to battle this event.
It's gonna be fun.
You've got some sweet Jeskai rares, but sitting across from you, it's
Hall of Famer.
Probably one of the top 3 players in this entire tournament.
Yep. We've got some big names here this weekend. It's great.
It's Revelation time. Do we have the counter? Oh, he does.
Okay.
You knew he was waiting. He's like, whoo. Yeah. That's a sigh of relief. He's like, yep, I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Dispelling Exhale. Oh, that must feel so good. It's like mana tithing something.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, Luis didn't even have a dragon.
No.
Oh, he could have one in hand. We don't know. But at least in play, he doesn't have one. So that's huge. Yeah. And now Luis can breathe a big sigh of relief. You actually saw him literally breathe a sigh of relief because now he goes, okay, I don't have to worry about that card. I get to untap with the turtle.
Yeah.
I'm in full control of this game now.
Oh, yeah. Cover the skies. Got the ground sorted out.
Got a globe in play. Can't lose. He did tell me that. He's like, my plan this entire weekend is to just globe everybody out. So.
Nice. Chump block here on the 5/9. But 3 more cards in hand now for Luis. And you got to think he's going to run away with this game at this point.
Oh, gain 5?
Yep. Twin Maw Stormbrood hits the board. Comes down as a 6/5.
Oh,
and the stick.
He forgot to pick up the Teeming Dragonstorm.
Pick up the Dragonstorm. Luis. Come on.
Who needs extra tokens, I guess?
No, he's so focused on just like, I'm going to get it. It's all good. That is going to be that for Luis Scott-Vargas.